Welcome to official Naija FPL.
Welcome back.
Got the usual suspects in the house. Prof. Oskie.
Salvy FC.
Ismonene FC.
Yeah, everybody's here. Well, not everybody, but you know. So anyway, let's go. Yeah. You don't really matter now because Prof. Oskie, you passed me this week. So tell us about your week.
Again, I think it was not a good week for most fantasy managers.
Sure.
Most of us had like a dead end at the back. Most of the defenders didn't give points. I think the only defender I had that gave me points was Nico Williams. He 4 points, even though he conceded.
Nico Williams wow.
Even though he conceded. And then Tony was like my shining light. He had 17 points on his own. Then luckily I didn't go with the Salah wagon. I went to the popular wagon, and that was Haaland. And Haaland gave 9 points, but as captain he gave 18 points. Yeah, so it was majorly like Haaland, Tony. Then I managed an assist from Grub. And that's one player that you should really look out for, because I realized that he's on the set pieces, he's on corner kicks, he's a forward player.
But will Brighton still be... Yeah. Anyway, we can talk about more because a lot of things have happened in the last 24 hours. Oh, yeah. So now, speaking about the Salah back wagon that you didn't jump on, Salvy, did you captain Salah?
He said he was going to captain Salah. Yeah.
I mean,
I was here.
So, Salah was my captain. Like 2 hours to game week, I just had the
Epiphany.
Yeah.
Jesus, what?
So I just had to just switch captains quickly because I knew he was going to score.
So you lied to us.
I didn't lie. He was going to be my captain, but something just.
No, he was not.
Okay, so Salvy, so for us, so that we can learn, what are these things that we need to? How does it speak to us that we know that we shouldn't captain? Because I mean.
So I had to go on the stats and look at data, and I saw that Salah has not been having as much shots as before. His touches in the box are reduced drastically, and again Darwin was back. Jota is back, and I'm like, what, this guy may not score. So it was just a last minute change of mind.
Good choice.
Okay. Ismonene.
Sorry, I finished with 57 points. It wasn't so good. What did Salvy finish with?
41 points.
41.
Yeah, I mean,
like 4-1.
Yeah, so
you're
poor.
like 4-1.
So poor. But I think I'm still on my 50 on official Naija FPL out of 3,000 managers. And Oscar, what's the number?
So the reason I asked him is because last game week,
what's the number?
I'm 600 and something.
All right.
40 points adrift. But that's fine. But the reason I asked him, because last game week he kept on going like, "I'm that good. I am good." Right? And 41 is good, to be honest.
But I'm ahead of you.
46 is better.
I'm ahead of you. Yeah.
Let me just talk about my game week.
All right, please.
Right, so I had a very terrible game week too, just like Salvy FC. I had 46 points. The only good thing that happened to me this weekend was Erling Haaland, my captain. Mitrovic also helped.
Yeah, 5 points.
Trippier, I had 8 points from Trippier. So, bad game week. And I know Prof is getting closer, but don't be proud. I'm still a rookie. If you pass me, it don't mean anything.
I like the fact you're doing very well.
Yeah, sure.
I feel like a proud father.
Wow.
If you pass me, that's still Prof.
I mean, it's family.
Yeah, sure.
Father and son.
I got you. For this season, I'll probably be your son, though.
Yeah, that's right.
Mad.
Yeah.
Well, see, I have nothing to laugh about. I got 48. I don't talk. I'm better than you. I did better than you. So yeah, the same reasons everybody had, same players most of you had. So at least I think I've gotten the structure of my team better, and I'll be doing next couple of weeks. I said remove Trent, and that seems to be working. But we'll talk about that in the next segment. So yes, we'll take a break now, and we'll be right back.
Right back at ya.
And we're back. And so, let's talk about the team of the week. I mean, team of the week this week was, let's just say, interesting.
I mean, it was interesting. There were lots of points.
I mean, I don't think anybody saw Solanke coming.
Solanke.
Solanke. But yeah, what do you think about Tuni?
So you know what I enjoy with whenever we look at team of the week is the fact that people set their teams based on particular players, like their like usual players that most
High-end players.
FPL players will have. Then you now look at the team of the week for most part of this season, and you just realize that the popular ones do not take the majority in the team of the week. For instance, the person with the highest point this week was Rashford. Who would have thought a game against Arsenal? I mean, he had 2 goals and an assist, right? And then he had the 3 bonus points as well. Then Tuni had 17. I think Rashford had 18. Tuni had 17. He had 3 goals. He had a hat trick. You had people.
Can I ask? Who has Tuni? Who has Tuni or who has had Tuni this season?
I've not had him.
I had him.
Yeah,
You had him.
Yeah.
So Tuni was talking to you. Tuni was talking to you after the game week when he said, "For all of you FPL
No, I
fans."
have him.
Oh, you have him. Okay.
Oh yeah, he's my guy.
Okay.
Those had
Yeah, because Tuni talked to everybody that benched him this game week,
I like me now.
gets taken up, and yeah, fair play. I mean, I was gonna get him, but I just couldn't afford him, so I went for Mitrovic, and
He's obviously jamming also.
I mean, he's doing all right.
Yeah,
He's doing all right, but yeah, he didn't give me not a hat trick.
Yeah, I get it.
So on that same team, you could look at players like Chilwell, who just came in, did a goal and an assist, right? Look at players like Daka, who people would not regularly think about. Vardy was benched at first. He came in later on. He also had a goal and an assist.
Brighton guys.
Then look at the Brighton guys, McAllister and Trossard. They come out with like flaming points. And remember that Grob is also in that. And now that you no more have Potter, do you still want to have the
That's
Brighton
the interesting
assets?
question. That's where do they go next?
For me, I'll observe because I'm not sure. So I have Sanchez, my keeper. I think they keep
Yeah.
issues here and there, but I'm not sure of the attacking prowess anymore because Potter has the pattern. He attacks and attacks in packs. So I don't know how it will be going forward.
So Pope, so Newcastle, they seem to be playing well this season. Do you expect, to get that
He had a
many
penalty save, Christ. Against Crystal Palace. You know, your goalkeeper just has a penalty save. Your mind will just be rested, even if he doesn't keep a clean sheet at the end, but he still kept a clean sheet.
Yeah.
And I think Pope is like the best goalie in the FPL right now.
Couple of years.
I think he's
Just
number
now.
one. No, this season so far. He's been number one. He's had like Newcastle they've come to and all. So
I agree.
from these players, we always realize that our major teams will have the Salahs, the De Bruynes, the
Kanes,
Haaland, the
Defenders,
Kanes, the Jesus, and everything. If Salvy, if we're meant to pick like say from these players in the team of the week, you're meant to pick like 3 players to be your differentials. Who are the kind of players you pick?
Probably Tony,
Number one for me.
Pope. The rest, I hardly not pick them.
I'll add you
I
to
hardly
that.
not-
Same list.
because
I'll just add you.
Yeah, because I believe a lot.
Chua will not be a starter. That's why
so
you can't.
what's starting games?
You can't guarantee that.
Yeah, but what's starting games?
You can't
Yeah,
guarantee.
Maybe Potter will like the English boy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Trust
pushing
the
it.
Englishmen.
See, that's the thing now. Coming to next week, let's even try and give a bit of tips as we're talking to the game of the week now. Coming towards next week, right? We have Chelsea with Potter in. We have Brighton that have been doing very well now. That have,
no coach yet.
exactly. So it's going to be, I have Sanchez, for instance. Are they going to still keep that same shape?
Yeah,
Is
will they be
everything
expansive?
going
Will
to
they
be expansive?
Yeah.
Everything will change a bit.
Lots going to
So it's a lot. So it's actually a thing. What do you advise FPL fans in times like this?
Brighton outside, sorry.
Okay, so can I go?
Right, sure.
Okay, so I'll start with Chelsea, right? I think the only player who is a mainstay in FPL from the Chelsea team today is James.
when it's fit.
He's the only player. Which other assets do FPL managers have in their teams?
So, Sterling.
I had Mount for like first 2 game weeks, and
Some
I had
people
them
still have
3
Mendy.
game weeks.
yeah. No, I'm just saying like
What of Sterling?
in reality, Sterling is somebody.
Sterling now.
Is somebody that you should have, right? So I'm just saying
Or
like
could have.
with the new gaffer coming in, there's really no risk in having a Sterling or a James.
No, James, certain. You go to
Yeah.
have assets. You're doing Sterling. Yeah, so you're doing James rather.
Yeah, whoever the manager is and he's Potter, these are players that I don't think he would put on the bench.
But then we're coming back to that conversation we had last week, which was expensive defenders, because we know they're not going to keep clean sheets. And then we're thinking of it that, look, how many assists are you going to get? Like,
How many goals?
how many goals are you going to get? So it's that balance now of, what do you do? Like, personally now, I mean, I the only expensive defender I have is Cancelo, and I'm still thinking, like, should he go? Should he not go? Because clean sheets are becoming so expensive to get by.
So yeah, I still have James, I have Trent, I have Cancelo as well as players, but I think I'll keep them for one more game week.
Please do.
Yeah, because I've seen that a lot of people have sold Trent.
Too late.
See, I feel like Oscar is being very, very sarcastic with his
obviously,
field.
obviously. but guess what? Trent is now a differential. I'm not keeping him.
Okay.
So you think after that, because I don't know.
I'm worried. I'm worried about
As an expensive differential.
Just because we have people watching,
okay,
and this is meant to be us, and this is meant to be us basically advising and giving tips as well, because people are listening to us as well. A 7.5 defender as a differential is a no-no. I mean, I would not accept like a 7.5 defender as a differential. So what
it's
a
big
differential
risk.
means is
Absolutely,
he either performs or he doesn't perform, and when he performs, you do well. A 7.5, it makes the rest of your team weak, which is what we've been trying to explain. But he had that very good week.
No, but he got 41, so it's maybe he's trying to try something.
No, but so the thing is that I mean, these are the tricks and the strategies we use to amass points, and that's why I'm ahead of you guys here. So I think for now it's working, and I won't change winning formula.
Wow.
I mean, Salvy is a champion, to be honest.
Yeah. Let's give it to that.
I just see the Arsenal fan thing in him. He's stopping the table.
It's too late already.
And he forgets there's a Man City by his side. You know what I mean?
Are you actually going to use a Man City Arsenal analogy?
Oh yes, I will, because as much as Arsenal has stayed on top of the table for the better part of this season, right?
So you're in Man City basically, waiting on the wings to take over a Salvy Arsenal.
Oh, that's what it is.
On that note, let's just take a break. So because these guys are about to fight and we don't want to see anything messy on camera, so let's take a break.
Right back.
Welcome back, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. It should be around me somewhere. Uti, please let me know where it's going to be so I can point at the right place. Okay, so
down or up or something.
as in, come on, I keep pointing up around every week. People looking at me like, what's this guy doing? Anyway,
Give me bottom.
please just say, look, this is where it's going to be. Let me just point one place. Okay, so
Don't point your bottom.
yeah, but it feels funny when I do this. Fixtures.
Yeah,
There are a couple of interesting fixtures, a couple of things have happened in the league. And, let's start. Fulham is going to play Chelsea. When your team, new manager, what do you think?
So let me talk about the new manager thing first. The owners, I'm not sure if they know what they are doing, but I like to believe they know what they are doing. So it comes down to two things. I like what Potter has done with Brighton in the last 3 years, so to say. But I know it wasn't done in one season. So I know the owners, having appointed Potter, they want to have patience. But will the fans, will we have enough patience?
See, Potter has a master's in emotional intelligence.
Really?
I wonder if the Chelsea...
That dressing room is big, bruv.
well, he has... so maybe that's why they brought him in,
in his career.
So I don't seem to understand why Chelsea fans have a problem with continuity, right? Because what has just happened is basically what you're used to.
Of course.
Is what Abramovich would have done.
That's how we won all our trophies.
So it's a happy thing. You like the fact that Tuchel is gone.
For once,
This formula that works.
have some form of stability.
No, but you're not a stable team.
What do you mean?
You are mercenaries and
You can't win.
So wait, Oscar, let me understand this. So you're actually saying that they are stable by sacking Tuchel. Like that this shows stability in Chelsea.
So
That's how you know that it's Chelsea.
yes.
Yeah,
That's how you know.
that's the Chelsea
That's what they are.
philosophy.
So you think this is good for Chelsea?
I mean, I can't say that because
Time
I
will
don't
tell.
believe in the philosophy. Right? The philosophy has given them trophies, but does not give them an identity.
So
Yeah.
saying
Culture.
that, because maybe that's why they brought this guy in. I mean, he's supposed to be. He keeps talking about culture. He seems to be very
His
big on
English.
culture. So, what culture do you think he'll bring this weekend against
I mean,
Fulham?
if he doesn't do well by season end, he's out.
So wait. Let's come back to
December?
the players. Who should we be looking out for? I mean, do you think, because I mean, it's a short time, to infect his culture.
Just tomorrow.
I think it's best not to invest in Chelsea assets at the moment. If you have James, keep him. But for now, let's watch what the new manager will do. I know he's attack-minded, but you can't be so sure who will start with. So, James, for me.
Another tip, Chelsea has not kept a clean sheet, so
A lot of teams
It
have
will
not
be
kept
to
clean
score.
sheets this
It will be to
season.
score.
Yeah, it's too
It will
early
be to
days.
score.
Yeah, let's say good.
Okay.
take that from me.
It's not a defender season. Yeah, let's go on.
So, yeah, Bournemouth Brighton.
Okay,
I mean,
so
the other side now. Yeah.
Same.
But more Brighton, I think we analyzed before. I'll keep Sanchez again. Watch what happens in the next 2 or 3 games with Brighton. I'm not sure the new manager wants to, or the critical manager want to play safe, so play the defensive game. So I don't advise you to invest in the assets for the assets for now for Brighton. So for Bournemouth, you could try to Sri Lanka, but I don't know.
Says try.
So I think it's gonna be a draw with goals. The reason I say so is they both have, so Brighton is the better team, but they
By
both
far.
have new gaffers,
Yeah.
caretaker gaffers. Do you understand that? Want to come out, so it's going to be an open game. They're not going to be, because they both feel like they can hit on themselves. Bournemouth needs to put in points. Brighton's going to show that they can do without their gaffer and everything. So there are going to be goals in the game. So run away from their defenders and go for their
Who
forwards.
has Bournemouth's defenders? I mean, if you do, yeah.
Elena.
Strong man.
Elena. Next picture, please.
Let's move on.
Elena,
I don't think there's anything to say about Leicester and
Leicester
Aston Villa.
Villa.
I don't know.
But I think Leicester will come good.
Yeah, but they might come good. But would you invest in Leicester assets?
Not
Would you advise someone to invest in any of those assets right now? I have Bailey.
That is
I
expensive.
mean,
you could do that.
I have Bailey. He gave me points on the bench.
What's points on the bench?
Exactly. No, because I didn't have faith in enough to
yeah.
play him, and they brought him in the second half.
I have him too.
And then he scored.
I have him too. I'm always scared to put him in. Same thing.
But that car is not expensive. Differential. Keep it on your bench. Who knows? Give you points.
That another tip.
Liverpool Wolves. I'm going to keep them for one last game week.
But you said that like
yeah,
3 weeks ago.
yes. But so I'm worried about Trent. You had the
You're just
horrible
worried.
game. No, you had a horrible game against Napoli, and I think Klopp may want to ring changes and bench him. So I have Nico Williams waiting in the wings in case he goes to the bench. But I'll keep the former game week. Like I said before, Liverpool are set to be differentials this game week.
I'm going to talk about Trent. Like, I'm going to honestly talk about Trent. I think he's one of the best players that come out of England, right? I've seen Trent's talent and everything. You know how we like to say, like, English people do not really have talent? Trent will go to any league in the world and he will start, right? But I think Trent is carried away from primary duties, right? I've watched him this season and I see him literally in the opponent's 18-yard box. He's always out of position. He has lost exactly what he's meant to be doing. And whenever Trent is with the ball, rather than look to pass and then pass back and get the ball, he's always looking for the long ball. And I think this whole FPL thing is affecting Trent. He wants to have assists. He wants to have goals. I'm very serious. And I think Klopp has also noticed it.
Yes, I was
Klopp
gonna
has
say
noticed
so.
it because Klopp has taken him out, which didn't happen last season. Twice. Last game week, he took him out 59th minutes because it's obvious that maybe amongst him and his mates, right, at home or something, they talk about FPL a lot and how he's like the most midfielder, right? To finish this, I really hope that the Premier League can stop football players from playing the players from playing FPL, to be very honest, because I read some few things online where there was a player who had a clear chance to score or something, and I don't want to call player names, right? He had a clear chance to score or something, but because he had his teammates in his fantasy team, he had to pass to his teammate who was not in a better position, and he didn't score eventually. So if the players are playing,
if somebody's thinking that,
it would affect it. Yeah, no. I mean, they brought out the players' FPL team. The players' FPL teams are online, right? Because they belong to leagues and everything.
Sure.
You get? You can imagine what Tony did when he scored the hat trick, and the only thing he came out to say was, "Oh, it's for all of it." So they are very aware. Right,
They all are aware.
And I think the Premier League should do something about it.
That's an interesting thing. Please let us know what you think about that. Hit us up, comments. Let us know. I mean, if you agree with Prof Oskie or you disagree with it, let us know. Let's start the conversation. We have Telegram group. Join the group. Join the Twitter. FPL. League. Let's see how good you are, and then of course subscribe.
The Google form.
Yeah, I mean, we can't say that we can't pay you if you do not fill the form. So, I mean, there's nothing else to be said.
Next game, please.
What a game!
Man City Spurs. This is an interesting one.
I think that's a game.
I told you, like I said, Conte, this kind of games, watch out. Trust me.
So do you? Because Conte seems the way of draining the life. He's like,
trust me.
I don't know. I don't know. Guy like. I don't know.
Whatever it is, just keep your Haaland.
That's all I can tell you.
City should score, he will score.
But I think he's finding a sort of rhythm with this team now, with Richarlison coming into the team.
Oh, you mean
Conte?
Yeah.
I believe.
So who had the guys? So you think? I mean, are you advising FPL managers to get Richarlison?
The problem is that we're not sure if he's going to start again.
No, he started 2 games back to back, and he added quality in both the games. Even the one he didn't score, the Premiership game, he had a good game. So who's going to suffer is Son. Son is not really getting close to goal like before again, and Kane is dropping back for Charlton. So if you can get him after this game,
I honestly know, Salvy, that Richarlison will not start that game, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah, true.
Right, I'll tell you based on strategy,
tactics. True, you won't.
Yeah, so there's only
Can you tell all of us?
I'll tell you why.
But guess
you're
what?
going to play
That is
City, yeah. So you want to be? You're going to play City. Conte is not an attacking coach. If you all know Conte from time, Conte is very he likes to suck it all in. He's very compact and all. And if you notice, even the Spurs team this season will just score 1 or 2 goals, but it's more about not conceding.
Pragmatic coach,
right? He's pragmatic. So he's going to make sure that he has the midfield tighter and all. Then he would also need like a joker to come up from the bench towards the end of the match, like 70th, 80th minutes, and then that will be our guy.
That's Richarlison.
Right? That will be Richarlison. And all people who own Perisic, I'm sure they will put him on the last bench. Like
I've done that already, bro.
Yeah, the last one, right?
I'm already thinking like
because we almost know that Man City will score. Yeah. I don't think Tottenham has anything on City, to be honest. I really don't think so.
But I think they will score a goal.
Conte.
So let's before we get dragged into it, what do you think about the Champions League and the Europa? How that will affect the game week? Because I mean we have certain teams that have played midweek now, and they're going to play again on weekend. And I read somewhere where it maybe that's what have affected Liverpool because they're used to playing back to back, and the lack of that back to back is why they're having so many injuries. Some of the big teams might actually flourish when they play back to back. Some of the smaller teams might, start to lose game. People say Arsenal might, start to struggle.
Who started on the left back for Liverpool? In the Champions League.
League, Robertson.
Robertson. So be sure Robertson might not start. Because they have a good sub in Tsimikas.
I think Liverpool for now, you can't even predict a lot of things that will happen.
Yeah.
Klopp is kind of, we experiment with freshening things up. Jota may start. Darwin didn't start last game, so he may start this game. That's why I'm worried about my assets in Liverpool. If you don't have them, don't bring them in for now, please.
So what do you think about Chelsea assets, Tottenham assets?
It's about Chelsea assets. Tottenham assets, they will all play.
They will play. But it's
Do you
if they
understand?
will return.
They will play. I mean, they're playing Man City.
Yeah.
So Kane will play, Son will play, Kulusevski will play. And that
It's not even
defense-
about if they will play, it's if would they
Will they return?
perform.
Yeah.
No, I don't think Tottenham will do well.
Don't invest in Tottenham.
Right?
Yeah,
Who's playing at home? City playing at home.
yeah.
So-
Arsenal is playing.
So it's one way traffic. Let's be honest. I don't know why we're thinking twice about Man City.
Tottenham.
Arsenal
honest.
plays Everton.
Yes.
So it was clear what Arsenal did. Arsenal played a very weak team against Zurich. Yes, is going to start because he came in like 20 minutes to the end.
Yeah.
He's definitely going to start. Odegaard will start. Saka will start. They all rested them. Martinelli
started.
Martinelli played almost the whole game, and I'll expect that he starts as well. But that'll be a lot. No direct competition, except because so I think something, to be honest. Arteta said something, but I mean this is just me talking. Arteta said something about you guys are going to see more of Vieira. So that means he's going to play not just the Europa League games, but also going to play Premier League games. So I'm looking for who, because Wenger.
Wow.
Because Arteta,
That's why you're Prof.
This guy don't show his age. He don't show his age.
because Arteta needs to. Martinelli can play every game, right?
Yeah.
And I think the person who will be there will be Vieira.
All right.
I was going to say, what happened to Smith Rowe?
Smith
I
Rowe.
think for each team, it still depends on who you are playing. Sometimes when you are playing a big team, you don't have to rest players.
Smith Rowe, not Vieira.
That's
Very
just it.
true. Yeah.
Okay,
That's right.
okay. We've talked a lot this season. I mean, we seem to like each other's company, but captains. Let's quickly focus on time. Captains. Who are you?
I'm going to say my captain. I'm going to say my captain, but I pray.
Say now.
pray.
See people. I want you to start calling people out. Now, let's call out our guys because they're supposed to give us tips. Just a tip and.
Just
a tip.
Just a tip. Just one tip.
That's what she said.
And then exactly. And if they're going to say that this is their captain, they should. I mean, it's your epitome one day.
Yeah.
But please, yes. Anyway.
But honestly, sometimes we come here and then we give our captain choices. And then just before...
And then the Holy Spirit will speak like 2 hours before.
Just before the game week starts, we would have been updated with one news or the other.
Holy Spirit.
And everything. And then a lot of times it might change what it is. But so maybe what we should do is give an option of 2-3 captains each. Yeah. So I'll just say this, right? It changes sometimes. But guess what? We're not going to leave you behind. If you can follow our social media handles, especially our Twitter handle, we would always update the tips and tell you, okay, you know what, this has happened, this is the news and everything. So you know when we're changing our minds as well.
See, these guys are very competitive and they're competing against you guys as well. So they want to bring their A game. And I mean, Oscar is just a couple of points ahead of me and I'm a novice. So of course he wants to step up this thing now. So
why are you playing novice card?
After how many seasons? Okay, so I'll just run through who I think my captain will be. I'm not even going to give a second choice because I'm straight up like that, yeah. I thought about the game weekend. I want to captain Jesus. And the reason why I want to captain him is because it's a home game. And he seems to do well at home because the Emirate crowd urges him on. And I don't think he's really carried the name Jesus that he was meant to use to come into the season. I mean, Haaland is on 10 goals already, or 9, which 10. We have people like Mitrovic and Co on 5 goals, and then our Jesus is still on 3 goals. So I think he's going to come into this game. It's against Everton. Everton's defense has been quite leaky. And
they don't have Pickford.
In my opinion, I think we're going to see, remember this, we're going to see Jesus' first hat-trick for Arsenal.
He said it here first, so
that's bold.
I mean,
not
if it
first
anyway,
hat-trick.
let's move to us.
Okay,
yeah.
so for me,
Salvy.
it's pretty simple. I like Ram. It's like Salah.
Okay.
Are you actually going for Salah?
Salah. I'm that loyal.
So I'll have gone with my father, But I don't think Jesus scores enough for the chances he's provided with.
I agree.
And I think he really needs to improve on that. So I'll still stick with my first choice, Haaland. Always.
Haaland has done well for you this
Never
season.
disappoints, Prof. Never.
So the truth about it is I haven't captained Haaland this season, and it might be the time to, because I mean he's one of those players that seem to actually come better in big games. So, and this kind of game, I don't see it to be a high scoring game, but I think Haaland will score. So anyway, thank you, gentlemen. It's been another episode of your official Naija FPL.
Good to be here. Thank you.
We'll see you guys next week.
Usual suspects.
Cheers, guys.